Hey, this is Pastor Scott Brewer with your thought for the day. Today's thought is, trust the Lord. In fact, the prophet Jeremiah says, "Blessed is the man who trusts in the Lord." What does it mean to trust? I was vacationing with my son's family a few years ago, and one of my grandchildren accompanied me on a little walk. We went out to a playground and we were coming back and staying in a timeshare where all the units look alike. We came to a crossroad and my grandson insisted that we go to the right. I knew that our unit was to the left. And so I tried to persuade him, let's go to the left, but he was very insistent that he knew exactly where we were going. And so at one point in exasperation, he said, "Grandpa, I know we go this way. Trust me." Well, I did trust him that he loved me, that he was good-willed, that he actually thought he knew where he was going. But when it proved to be that we arrived at the unit that was not ours, and he realized we were in the wrong place, he proved himself to be untrustworthy with respect to being a guide to our unit. We turned around and went the way I said to go, and I said, "Trust me," and we arrived at our home. What does it mean to trust? These days we have political leaders asking us to trust them. We have medical leaders asking us to trust them, that they will be able to navigate us through this pandemic crisis. And the question is there, are they trustworthy? Time will tell. We kind of measure out our trust, don't we? And so we're giving them some trust right now, and we're doing what they ask with social distancing and social isolation and hand washing and all these other kinds of things. But eventually, if what they are saying is not proving to be true, we begin to withdraw our trust. And if what they say is true, then we begin to deepen and increase our trust. What's it mean when the prophet says, trust the Lord? Through the years, I've had friends who have said, "Hey, I did that, tried that, I'm done, I won't do it anymore." And what they typically mean is that they asked God to help them with a disease, or with a problem, or with a challenged marriage. And when they stayed sick, or the problem didn't go away, or they ended up getting a divorce, they basically concluded God's not trustworthy. Well, friends, one of the problems with that is that God never promised to be a genie in the bottle that gives us whatever we wish. He did not promise that He would fix all problems and cause all pain to go away. He did promise that that will happen someday, when He restores everything to the way it originally was intended before the fall. But meanwhile, His promise to us is, "I will never leave you. I will never forsake you. You will not go through anything that I will not accompany you." And as a matter of fact, His promise was experienced in the life of King David, who had some terrific highs and some horrific lows in life. And through it all, David testified, "Even though when I walk through valleys of shadows of death, I don't fear, because you are with me," he says to the Lord. To trust the Lord is a matter of counting on His goodness, His kindness, His graciousness, His patience, His provisions. He will be with us through whatever circumstance. He will guide us. He will give grace that sustains us, but He will not insulate us from all pain and hardship. His promise is, though, He will never waste our sorrows, our pain, our challenges. He will use those things to deepen the character of our lives and our faith. He will use those things that are hard in our lives to bless others. And He will use those things in ways that bring glory to Himself and deeper joy to us. My prayer for you today is that you can join the prophet Joshua and say, as for me and my house, we will serve, we will trust the Lord. God bless you.